Hey, welcome to Festival Sounds. I'm Bilal.
And I'm Tilly.
This week we've got Isle of Wight chat, last dinner party security checks chat. We've got Coldplay tickets chat. What's new?
Not much. I mean, I was at a party during the last episode, so I missed that one. Apologies all.
Really interesting conversation
Super
with Joe and the
interesting.
Shit Boys.
Yeah, it was amazing. If you're interested, go listen to that one.
Yeah.
But recently I had festivals mansplained to me, specifically a festival I'd been to before. That festival was mansplained to me for 20 minutes before I could even get a word in edgeways that, yes, I have also been to that same festival.
Can I put my neck on the line here? Was this an older man?
Yes, it was. How did you know?
First of all, it was not me.
Was it a really old gentleman?
Does sound like an old man thing to do.
Yeah, and to be honest, to see it from their point of view, I'm quite young. Maybe they thought it was one of my first festivals. Maybe they didn't assume that I'd been to quite a few. But it was a 20-minute conversation. Well, I say conversation, it was one-sided. They were talking at me before I could even go, yes, I have also been to Shambhala.
Oh my God, it was a Shambhala person.
Yeah,
I expect better of a Shambhala person.
It was long. It was like, I don't think they were waiting for an answer, which is maybe part of the problem. But I just at the end was like, yes, I too have also noticed the same thing when I attended Shambhala myself.
I don't think we need Festival Dickhead for this. I think we've agreed. Mansplaining. When you're an older guy and you're chatting to a younger woman, do not mansplain festivals.
Do not mansplain festivals.
It's
don't
a really
assume they
one.
haven't been because they might have been to Shambhala.
Yeah, don't assume. Should we do Festival Dickhead at the end of the episode?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've missed Festival Dickhead. Even though we did it like 2 episodes ago, I've still missed it.
Yeah, we'll do it. First, though, Isle of Wight lineup is out.
Right. I've actually not seen it, so you're going to have to tell it to me and I'll react.
Stereophonics. Sting. Justin Timberlake.
Okay. I was initially underwhelmed and then I was overwhelmed.
Which bit overwhelmed you?
Sting, incredible. But Justin Timberlake, I cannot picture him for the life of me on the Isle of Wight, like the island, like Justin Timberlake standing on the shores of the Isle of Wight.
Like, why am I in the past? Why is there still a little chef here?
Do you genuinely think he's going to get the ferry? Because I really hope he does.
The one we got. The meal deal's killer, to be fair.
That meal deal.
I bet you JT loves a meal deal.
And the same ferry in which you filmed the clip where it goes, I'm on a boat. You're obsessed.
I will not be on a boat without taking a video and posting the Lonely Island I'm on a boat overlaid to that.
This is so
I cannot
funny.
do it. I cannot be on a boat and not do that.
And what I'm now picturing is Justin Timberlake doing the exact same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
I really, really love the idea of Justin Timberlake on a ferry to the Isle of Wight. Why is that one of the most... I really hope that happens. I mean, I obviously expect him to be in the Isle of Wight, but the ferry, please.
And you want to say anything about the Stereophonics?
I don't dislike Stereophonics, but when you're competing with Sting and Justin bloody Timberlake,
I have friends
tough times.
Who would, for Kelly Jones, I think the lead singer's called, they would break an injunction to get near that man.
I mean, no comment.
They would not respect his personal space.
They would not respect his personal boundaries. Do not speak unless spoken to.
And you should. That's come up in the news recently, and you should respect personal boundaries.
Yeah, shout out to Chaperone for having boundaries, big slay. But the speaking when spoken to, we're taking it too far, realistically, aren't we, Bill? We always do. We're taking it too far.
I have been spoken to when I've asked people not to speak to me, and it's mostly because I'm screwing up at work and people are saying, please stop. Can you please stop doing the thing that you're doing? You're breaking it.
It's mostly people turning around to you in a festival crowd and being like, can you just stop talking?
and
you're
on both of these
the
examples,
radius of the speech.
both of these examples, I would like to turn around and say, please stop talking to me. but yeah. That's not the world we live in. Do you know who I would like to talk to me more?
Who?
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl's been in the news as well.
What was he doing? Dave Grohl. He just couldn't keep it in the family.
And I love Dave Grohl.
I know you do. I
love him so much.
You genuinely wish that you had been the other woman there. Like, I know.
I do. He's just a phenomenal man. Flawed, clearly, but
who amongst us is innocent? Clearly not Dave Grohl. Because he's definitely not.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about Dave Grohl. I thought the Isle of Wight lineup was good. Some of my friends think that it's quite vanilla.
I mean, I could see that.
It's safe.
It's Sting. Like, Sting doesn't headline really anymore, does he? Like,
I think he'd be a good Glastonbury legend slot.
I think that's really good. Like, I wouldn't say that's very like, oh, I could have predicted that. Like, you could have given me 10 guesses, I never would have guessed Sting.
I would love to see Sting, as long as he does the back catalogue, the police stuff.
Yeah.
I saw a review of Sting years ago, and it said the biggest problem Sting has is you just want to sit down during his gigs.
Isn't Sting like a big producer as well? Or I just made that up?
He was in Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. I feel like he produced some album recently. I'm going to have to Google it.
I feel like you just dismissed Only Murders in the Building.
I've not seen it, but it does.
The greatest TV show on TV at the moment.
I've not seen it.
It's not the greatest TV show ever. That's clearly The Wire, which you've also not seen, have you? You're just giving me like the most blank expression.
I've not seen The Wire.
Oh my God.
That's definitely... When was The Wire released? This is going to be your clue.
The last time the Isle of Wight looked modern.
Do you think Wet Leg will be at Isle of Wight Festival because they are from the Isle of Wight?
I think they played a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
I like to see Wet Leg.
I like them. Like 2 songs I know, but I love those 2 songs.
I'm a big fan. Dave Grohl, big fan. Of Wet Leg.
Oh, I thought you meant you were I thought you were just also a fan of Dave Grohl.
No, Dave Grohl is a big fan of Wet Leg.
Wow.
He's a big fan of a lot of things, and Wet Leg is one of them.
Oh, sorry, Dave Grohl. You sent me this article recently, actually, about the last dinner party security checks that actually made me laugh quite a lot. As in, like, it wasn't funny, but it is kind of funny.
It's not funny to the people it was done to.
No, it's horrible.
But it's funny that the people in charge thought it was smart to ask people these questions as part of a security check, right? I'm not talking about the searching. The searching sounds horrible. But the idea that you go up to someone who's gone into a gig and say, how long have you listened to this band? And what's your favourite song? I go to gigs all the time. I have no idea what their songs are. I take a chance and I just go in. Sometimes I bought the ticket on the door. I'm supposed to learn the artist's back catalogue before I'm allowed in. That's insane.
You've got to list your top 5 most listened to songs. It's like, this isn't Spotify Wrapped, people. Like, come on.
I do not know the answers to those questions, which means at this venue, not that I'd be seen dead at a venue in Lincoln, but at this venue, I would be kicked out because I'd look like I'm up to no good.
It's so funny to me because it's like, it reminds me of like, along the vein of people who are really upset by anyone who wears a band t-shirt and they don't know the band. They're like, name 5 of that band's songs if you're a real fan. And it's like, I'm just like the t-shirt.
If I was wearing, so this was a last dinner party gig, if I was wearing a last dinner party t-shirt, I don't think I know a single song. And if someone said, well, you're wearing the t-shirt, what do you, I don't know. I thought it, if I'm wearing a public service broadcasting t-shirt, then you can't assume I know who they are. I might just think that's what Sesame Street is on.
Yes.
You can't put that pressure on me. I can't handle that pressure.
I just really like public service being broadcasted to people.
It's just surprise, surprise. Sometimes it's just a cool T-shirt.
Yeah,
I think it was a terrible idea. Whoever came up with it, I feel sorry for the people who were subjected to it. They got an apology. They deserved an apology at the least.
No, it also sucks that they got
bang
there.
Out the line, really.
Yeah, it also sucks that they got there and then someone from the last dinner party was ill, so the gig didn't even happen. Which
so you go
it's
through
a
that.
double whammy.
You've had to learn the songs. You've got to sing the songs on demand.
You quickly Googled top 5 last dinner party songs, and you're like, "Oh, I'm finally ready to go," and then you get there and it's not even on.
That is a bad night out, and then you find yourself in Lincoln at the end of all of that.
You're like, "I'm at a loose end in Lincoln. What is there to do?"
Go home. There is nothing else in Lincoln. I think they have the Magna Carta. Do you think you think you can see that at 8 p.m?
You can see that at 8 p.m. Too late, you missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just found the whole concept of like, are you really a fan? Are you really? Are you really? Like, it's like, oh, chill out.
You're also ruling out the option of watching the gig to decide whether you are a fan or not.
Yeah.
If you ask me at the end, I might say, do you know what? I hate this. I'm angry with these security checks. Because, do you know what? They picked guys who were there by themselves like there's something wrong with that. And that's weird.
That is weird. That's very weird.
Should we talk about something happier?
I think we should.
Like, did you get Coldplay tickets?
Bill, this is not happier because I did not get Coldplay tickets.
Neither did I.
Oh. I mean, why were you trying for Coldplay tickets?
I was trying for mates. I tried Ticketmaster. I was in the queue for, was it AXS? Another ticketing website. Yeah. I was in a very slow moving queue for that. I tried to log on to see tickets. And this is not good for the Glastonbury sale that's due any time. But see tickets until midday was just showing as unavailable.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, the Glastonbury ticket hopefuls are going to be not happy about that.
It clearly creaked under the pressure.
They need to buck up their ideas.
By comparison, I bought Green Man tickets. Slick as the website was, the ticket sellers, you couldn't add tickets to your basket if they weren't available. It held them for a few minutes, I think 10 minutes, so that you could actually put the payment through. There was an infinite amount of options. That's a downside. But it just worked. Some people were angry because they didn't get tickets. Green Man sold out in, I think it was about 2-3 minutes.
Wow.
Some people were angry. I saw one person's suggestion to fix this problem, which was you should go to, whilst you're at Green Man, you should register somewhere that you are at Green Man, that you've not touted your ticket. And then next year, you're guaranteed a ticket because of that. So basically, once you go to Green Man, you always go to Green Man. That was the solution. And I do love this.
What happens when you die? Like, do you leave your Green Man tickets in your will?
Someone inherits your Green Man access.
What's the vibe there?
But I feel bad for people who miss out on tickets to touts, right? But that's not what this was. This sold out because of demand. And coming up with solutions which just mean you get tickets every year is not a solution. It's annoying, but it's only got the amount of tickets it has.
Yeah.
Look, there's lots of gigs out there that I try to get tickets for, and I can't because it sells out. I was desperate to see Manu Chao. He was in Brixton, and I couldn't see him because it sold out. It's just the way it is. If it sells out because it's popular, yes, just that's what it is. If it sells out and it's on Viagogo, I get that. That's annoying.
Yeah, especially when they're being retailed for extortionate amount of money as well.
Within minutes.
Minutes, that's crazy.
That's bad. Well, I thought we started this episode really upbeat and we've just gone into very serious. What's going on?
Have we got Festival Dickhead or have we done it?
No. We can do Festival Dickhead. We've got one.
Hit me.
In my notes, it just says Festival Dickhead ? I've got a message from one of our listeners for Festival Dickhead. Oh, by the way, listeners, send us your ideas for Festival Dickhead. We'd love to hear them. If we can use them, we will. they can be a bit rude. That's okay.
Also, please send comments. I know we've already mentioned this on Spotify because I may have made a boo-boo and replied to one of our episodes, not knowing that you can see my name. So I tried to anonymously fan message our own podcast, but you can tell it's me.
Did you say good things about our own podcast?
I did. I wasn't the person that gave us a 3 stars out of 5. Thank you very much.
Don't get me started. Someone, right, okay, listeners, please, if you can, give us a 5-star review on, you just hit 5 stars. You don't need to write a review on Spotify or Apple. Someone has given us a 3-star review. Our number's down. We're like 4.8 stars.
I love the idea that someone was like, neither like nor dislike, 3 stars. Like, you could have just left it.
You have to listen to a few episodes before you can review. And they've listened to a few and are still undecided. I'd respect them more if they gave us 1 star.
I'd also respect them more if they just hadn't touched the button. Neither like nor dislike. You could have just said nothing.
But if you do leave 5-star reviews, it helps other people find the podcast. So if you enjoy it, it'll help other people find it and enjoy it as well.
And to be honest, if you do want to leave us a 3-star review, we're not going to hate on you. But please don't.
I will find you if you leave a 3-star review. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out.
I've got a very particular set of skills.
And those skills are limited to having a mic.
Having a mic.
And some headphones.
And knowing what stars mean.
Festival Dickhead. We've got someone who's emailed in. They're calling out their friend. Their friend takes a picnic blanket into the crowd, sits down onto the blanket, whilst other people are standing around them, middle of the crowd, between the soundstage and the stage.
And then
mid-gig.
Gets annoyed when people step on the edge of their blanket. They're like give you the side eye when you accidentally tiptoe on the edge of their blanket. It's like, what do you want me to do?
So they haven't said that, but 100% of people with picnic blankets do give you the look if you stand on their picnic blanket. Yeah. Despite sometimes you don't even see it until you stand on it.
No, the
question is,
and I'm literally
am I a festival dickhead?
Or is their friend because they're bringing the picnic blanket?
Yeah, I'm not saying, am I the festival dickhead? I don't bring a picnic blanket.
Because my answer's always yes.
I'm saying, am I the friend who brings a picnic blanket? Am I the festival dickhead?
Yes.
The segment is called Am I a Festival Dickhead? I'm never asking for myself.
I'm always just saying yes if you ask. I would say yes to that. Nothing more annoying than thinking, oh, there's a gap in the crowd over there. We can get a bit closer. And it's a bloody picnic blanket.
But if you have got there at 12 o'clock, you put your picnic blanket down, you're set there for the day. Let's imagine a smaller festival, right? We're not talking pyramid stage here. You're talking one of the smaller stages at Glastonbury or one of the smaller festivals. And you have set up because you know you're going to be all there. So you know you're going to be there all day. And you just want to chill out. And you might have some beers and you might be like, when you start, there might not be that much of a crowd.
I accept that.
And suddenly the crowd has arrived.
I accept
just because the crowd arrives, do you have to pack up and change your behaviours because the crowd has arrived?
Yes. No, right. Hear me out. So you can have your picnic blanket, you can have your beds, you can have your picnic, you can be chilling out. As soon as it gets like shoulder to shoulder sardines and people are clearly like getting to your spot and realizing it's a picnic blanket and not a space where they can stand, you roll up your blanket and you put it away.
But what you've described is really vague as to what the trigger point is for packing up your blanket.
The trigger point is people are stood all the way around your picnic blanket. There's people at the front of the picnic blanket, there's people at the side, there's people at the back, and there's people at the other side. Like all 4 corners of your picnic blanket. And if your picnic blanket's round, don't come for me.
Right, I'm picking the side of the person with the picnic blanket. I'm lying down on the picnic blanket. I can't see because all I can see is legs.
Yeah, but
so I can't see how many people have shown up because I'm lying down.
You can see if there's legs at the front, legs at the sides, and legs at the back. It's time to pick it up and roll it up and put it away.
What, just one set of legs? Or has it got to be like layers of legs going
It's got to
through.
be... No,
I just bumped the table if you heard that noise. That's how angry I am.
It's like, if there's people stood shoulder to shoulder and there's no room for like... If no one else is sitting down, stand your ass up.
But if everyone should be able to do a festival in their own way, and what if I want to do a festival horizontally in the crowd?
Right. What are you going to be able to see?
Wrong?
You might as well be at home watching on TV or listening on Spotify, because...
It's music. It's listening. You can listen lying down.
You of all people know that it's not just about the audio, Bill. You're a big fat liar.
I am putting myself... Look, someone's emailed in, and I'm putting myself in the position of the person who, for unknown reasons to me, has chosen to put a picnic blanket in the middle of a crowd with 50,000 people. That mad decision is one they've taken, and I'm just trying to defend it because they're not here to defend themselves.
I respect you defending them, and I do apologise.
I don't think you do.
I apologise to whoever this person is, and... You know, sometimes...
I don't think you... I think that's a begrudging apology. I think you want them to pack up that mat, get the hell out of there, and get the hell out your festival.
Sometimes I want to be the person with the picnic blanket, but then I turn around and think,
oh,
no.
How the turntables have
Then I turn around and think, no, I'm going to respect my morals, and I'm going to pack up when I see fit.
What? Okay, how about if you have the picnic blanket down until about 5 o'clock in the evening?
Yeah, fine.
There's still people around standing up. But
right,
it's
my
still
rule is,
daytime.
Imagine it's somewhere like Glastonbury. The picnic blanket has to be up before the pre-headliners.
So that's pretty late. That's through to like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's okay.
You can keep your blanket down as long as you're not impeding anyone else's way until there are wall-to-wall people who are trying to stand on your picnic blanket.
I would contend that you're not getting in anyone's way when you are the stationary person.
Yeah, you are, because you're being annoying.
As the person who stood up, you have options to go in any direction. It doesn't have to be onto my, in inverted commas,
the
picnic
rule
blanket.
should be, as soon as you feel yourself giving side-eye, that's when you need to roll up the picnic blanket.
I feel like you have a point there. There's not much I can say to that.
If you can feel yourself being like, that person just stood on my blanket, turn around and think, no, I'm in the wrong here. Pick up your blanket.
Yeah, I think asking every festival goer to be self-aware is a big ask.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I should have fought harder for it, but my problem is that I immediately thought this is a festival dickhead when I saw the message come in. So I'm not going to fight anymore.
No.
Okay, I'll hand this one to you. One
Ding,
of these,
ding,
we're going to have to
winner.
conclude the person isn't a festival dickhead.
Well, the conga line, we weren't sure. We were on the fence.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, send us ideas for Festival Dickhead. We've got a few more that have already been sent in to us, but if you've got a good one, we'll use it.
Yeah, and if you have a scenario, like a Festival Dickhead scenario, like rather than just like, oh, people who do this, if it's like this person did this on this date, this time, like I will happily
send us gossip. We love gossip.
Send us the gossip.
It's been a good episode.
It's been good. Been chatting away, chat about Dave Grohl mostly.
Thanks for listening. Please give us a follow on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Follow us on our Instagram as well. We're starting to post a lot more on there, and we're going to try and run our competitions through Instagram as well.
Thanks for listening.